All right, y'all. Welcome back. We are back this time with another brand talk through. It's new for Canoe Club. It is called Bardo.
It is from Denver, kind of.
Denver, by way of Chicago and Portland, and, and I'm sure other places in between.
But it's nice to have a local brand, to a certain degree for the first time. So this is really fun. We know these guys through friends of friends, ironically from Chicago also from Denver, probably from Portland if we do much digging. So they're great guys. We're so excited to work with them. The product is amazing. Again, it's really cool to have a local brand too. So this is a really exciting brand to kind of introduce to people, through at least our people for the first time. It's the brand is really interesting in that it's got this great like earthy, almost like hippie feel to it to a certain degree, but that's tempered by also having these being like really traditional pieces made from super high quality materials. So it's this really nice clash of sort of two worlds to me, where it feels very raw and intentional and organic and kind of earthy in a way, I think just because of some of the color palettes, but then also combined with taking super traditional pieces and using things like raw silk or,
unprocessed denim.
Really interesting fabric choices too. So you get this really beautiful blend, I think, at the end of the day that like sort of anybody could wear. So no matter what you're trying to do with it, it's doable here. Also, we'll probably shout this out at the end too, but we did a full podcast with these guys recently that is great. You should
link it in the
check
description.
that out. So check out customer service and listen to our full conversation with them because it's fun to like hear how they got started and how they know each other, and they're great fun guys.
You guys had some crossover and friends even 10 years ago.
So this is a fun. It's kind of gotten to be a personal brand to a certain degree. So this is really this is fun to get into. So this is I don't remember what edition we're on here, but they move in editions. So these are like pieces that will come kind of at different points in time. And this is the current edition that we're in. So we're gonna start here with
the cropped slow jacket.
So this is a really beautiful piece. You can see this kind of like really natural sort of raw wool throughout here with the dual zip. Really subtle details focusing more on really nice like clean finishings. It fits really well. It's this it's that perfect like kind of wide crop without being huge. I really love the yoking that they do on all their pieces. You can see it here really well. It's smart. It still gives you the point of a yoke, but it also it's a little cleaner and a little, just a point of interest without screaming. This is a great piece. It's going to come here in two different jackets. So we've got it in that kind of rougher wool, and then here in this really beautiful
black moleskin.
British moleskin. So if you've never used worn moleskin before, this is one of my favorite materials. It's kind of got this almost like velvety feel. It's a brushed cotton technically, so it's not going to be itchy. It's really smooth. The material is great. It will age kind of like denim. Over time you'll get these really great, all that honeycombing from moving your arms around. It'll lighten up a little bit over time, but it's really just this really like it's a great fabric, and especially the more high quality is like it is in this case, it'll stand the test of time while also feeling kind of luxurious, which I think is really what Bardo's all about. Again, really awesome details, kind of this elongated adjuster on the hem here, that great Bardo on the backside, the great Bardo yoking there. And then one other detail I just wanted to point out really quick are these really cool the closure on the inset pockets is really nice here, and I love the big long piece there. So again, it's really all about these like really nice subtle details with this brand. All right, cool. Let's move into shirting next. I really love what they do with shirting. It's voluminous without being huge. So you get that sort of like modern look to it without it being like you could still wear this with a jacket over the top tucked in, and suddenly it's a whole different vibe. So you can wear these things a lot of different ways. This is a really beautiful kind of traditional stripe, but I love how much space there is in between it. Just again, it gives it that point of interest that just takes it a little bit further than something traditional. Again, really it comes down to cut here. Please refer to like our website to see kind of like what it looks like on body. I'm sure we'll do a nice little photo shoot with it too that you can also refer to. But the volume and the proportions are really great with this super dialed between that super modern and that classic. And then here we've got it in a really beautiful matte silk. So all the benefits of silk. It feels like silk. It drapes like silk. It's gonna hang like silk, but because it's matte, you don't get that shininess that can be a little tough to wear or tough to like pair with. It just looks like it's just a super clean, super smooth looking shirt. Again, it's perfect to throw on over everything, and you get this really nice like relaxed vibe. But obviously you could dress this up really easily too with a nice pair of like flowy pants, and suddenly it's a whole different thing. So kind of seamlessly blending between like everyday, casual, relaxed, forget about it, and also like something super like luxurious is really that line that they ride.
I'm pretty sure he was wearing this, if not the exact same one, in just like a similar fabric when you stop by. It looked really nice and casual.
Look, I understand that silk can sometimes be a little bit difficult to take care of. There is an element you have to be aware because it is silk. But this nicer, like high quality silk right here also will age beautifully as you wear it. So you have to be a little careful with the washing process, but don't take away from the fact that you can wear it a lot and it will get better and better with everywhere.
Let's move into the bottoms.
So this is a really great, almost kind of take on a fatigue. You can kind of see the elongated patch pockets here with the little cut in, which just to, get a little nice point of interest. The other thing I really like, this is an unprocessed denim. So this is denim sans dyeing, sans washing, sans anything. It's great when you can see it in person because you can really see the kind of cross hatching of the weave. You get all the natural imperfections, the little slubs,
very
bits.
nappy. Yeah.
It feels very organic and raw, but it's tough. It's denim. I mean, there's no difference. It's just not indigo. So I mean, it will age great. You can wear it every single day. And we're gonna take.
We got a mail coming in. Yeah.
Let her grab the mail. Thank you. Oh, we got one going out too. Don't cut it out, Graham. This is. What's the slogan for the real world? I can't think of it. Stop getting polite. Start getting real. Okay, so to get back to it, also these belt loops are super interesting. You can see they come off the band rather than being set. I don't know what it is. It just kind of adds this interesting point of like where the belt is going to hit.
Yeah.
It's going to leave a little bit more room at the top. Again, if you have something tucked into these pants or something like that, it's going to be a unique feature that's not going to grab people immediately but turn heads. We were kind of just talking about that kind of thing happening with Camille Fortunes.
Yeah.
It's just these
little
points of interest that are for you initially and then for more as you go. But this is a really cool pair of pants. I mean, anyone could throw these on and they're gonna kill. Yeah. The other thing too, nice high waist. Taper throughout. So don't let it hearing that it's tapered scare you away if you like a wider pant. This is still going to have a lot of room in this area and just taper a little bit at the bottom, which looks really nice, if you're doing something like, like a Birkenstock or anything.
Yeah, it'll sit nicely on the shoes kind of situation.
Or like if you're having Oxford or something like that.
Yeah.
All right, another great pant with this really beautiful pleat, this little tuck pleat here. Again, it's going to create this you're going to feel really comfortable up here and then it can taper and lay naturally. You can kind of see when I bring it out there how it's going to lay and it creates a really nice proportion on the front and the back and the side, which is kind of a tough thing to achieve in a pant. Normally you get great from the front, bad from the side, something like that. This is going to create a really nice three-dimensional fit. And again, the fabric choice here of this really high quality twill, it's going to age beautifully. You can wear it over and over and over again. If you want to have this be your pair of gray pants, you're good to go. You can just really beat it into the ground. You get kind of the old officer
I was just gonna say,
pocket in the back that I love, where you get the one flap, the one inset. It's just it's a classic detail that I also really like because it is convenient as well. So great pair of pants. I just loved too. They really are able to kind of span some color palettes here while still all of it would look great together. Like there's nothing here that wouldn't go with the other thing. To be able to do that is really nice because as you start to create this wardrobe and you add addition by addition, you're gonna see as it continues to build that everything kind of goes with itself. It's got a little bit of that Lemaire mentality of trying to make sure everything kind of works cohesively together even through all the additions that they do put out. Let's move on to my favorite pant I think in the collection. I'm a huge fan of chocolate brown like this. It looks great with anything, white, black, blue. There's nothing you can, I don't know why, but when it's a chocolate brown like this with even you normally think to not put blacks and browns together, a lot of people feel that way, or navies and browns, things like this that can kind of clash. This is going to stand out on its own. It's like jeans. It just sort of, for some reason, it goes with everything. So I think it's an overlooked color and style. This is a really beautiful wool. It's got this great diagonal weave to it. It's it almost looks like it's twisted as you move around the pant. It's a wool, but it doesn't feel like wool. It feels more like a twill. It has a really nice dimension to the fabric itself as you see it. It just adds all this great texture and proportion, and as well, again, I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but the drape is really nice. You can kind of see how loose it stands. I think that this is a pant I really like any sort of dress pant like this where you can wear it and you can sit in a bunch of different ways and you don't have to go oh shit, I'm gonna have to have it pressed the next day because it's all wrinkly. This really keeps its shape, keeps its color, keeps its texture, and doesn't wrinkle up on you nicely. So again, and what I love is as you look through this collection, there isn't a single color that's not gonna work with. It's really smart. I really like what these guys are doing. I think they're gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger and keep developing this into something really cool. We love their branding. We love the guys. We love the clothes. We're really excited to have this brand, and I'm really excited to introduce it to you. So with that, that's everything from Bardo. Oh, one other thing. We do not have them at our store, but I'd also strongly encourage you to check out their handmade sunglasses that they do in Denver. Really beautiful. the stuff they're doing with sunglasses is unique while also not feeling like so avant-garde you
can't wear them. Yeah. I mean,
so,
Chris wearing them today.
Yeah, so definitely check those out too. And like we said, check out the podcast with Bardo if you want to learn a little bit even more.
Yep.
Like I said, they're super interesting guys, so it's really fun. We're excited. We're gonna keep building. This is all available on the website now, I would assume, since we're putting out the video. And what do you got? Got anything else? Wrap her up for us.
Like, comment, subscribe. If you don't already, check out our podcast, as mentioned previously in this episode, Customer Service. It's myself and Timothy. We are bullshitting, talking dumb, telling stories, and sometimes talking about Canoe Club.
And then we have guests on there like Bardo or like all sorts of other fashion and non-fashion people. Like,
Yep.
It's a mixed pot. But if you like this, you'll like the other thing.
Yeah.
So
Thanks. Thanks for watching. As Timothy said, we're really stoked for this. It's local fellas.
Go buy Bardo. They're awesome guys.
Yeah.
We want to support them.
Yep.
I mean, the whole reason we start this whole thing is so that we can support artists doing cool things. These guys are just on the start, and I think it's going to only get better from here. So this is getting in on the ground floor. We fuck with this stuff. I hope you do too.
Yep. We'll have to do some stylings. Anything, feel free to hit me direct. I can grab your measurements, can put something on for you if we're similar in size. But yeah, other than that, thanks a ton for watching. I think everyone here is responding positively to this format. We like it. It gives us an opportunity to kind of do what we just did. So thanks for watching, and we'll be in touch.
Bye.